shows that Myerscough is just about winning. We're a winning program, and that's what we want to do. We want to win, no matter what it takes.
So our mindset is we need to get after them straight away.
We're aiming to be a championship team. We're aiming to be the very top. This isn't now about us participating. This is about us winning. Get used to winning, guys.
Myerscough free, 1, 2, 3.
Myerscough, yeah!
What were your expectations coming into the season initially? First time, being away from home in a new environment with a new team.
Well, it was actually a very good experience. I actually didn't know what to expect, but when I moved from home at the age of 16, it's not something you normally do this early in your life. But Myerscough actually helped me settle in, and it was really good. I had big expectations on myself because that's the kind of person I am. I always expect the best from myself. And I feel like Myerscough has helped me go in the right direction to take the right steps.
You even talked about those high impact, moments. You had a great game out in the EYBL at stage 2. What did that do for your confidence? Obviously, at that time of the season.
Yeah, obviously. I feel like it was a surprise for most people, not as in a bad way, as in a lot of people didn't know that that's what I do. But obviously, me knowing myself better than most people know me, that's something I expect from myself. Because if you don't expect the best from yourself, then no one's going to expect it from you. So I felt like it's just another day in the office. The team, I started 3 games in stage 2 of EYBL, which I was really honored that Neil gave me the opportunity to do that. And I just wanted to prove that I belong, that I'm here. Obviously, I come in a lot of this season, I came in off the bench. So my job is just to match the intensity and the talent that comes off and make sure the standards don't drop.
You just talk a little about the whole EYBL experience, being able to travel all the way, out to Latvia 3 times this year. Just what that was like from a player standpoint, the experience.
I feel like EYBL was actually it was a great experience. Like me growing as a person and as a player through each stage was actually very good to see. And I feel like when I went in stage 1, I didn't know what to expect. I came in, I played my first game, I think I played 2 minutes. But then by gaining the coach's trust, by doing the little things, playing good defense, getting offensive rebounds, I then started to earn the respect of my teammates and the respect from coach. I feel like EYBL is a totally different environment. The play style is different, and I quite enjoy it as well because it relies a lot on the intelligence. And I feel like as a high IQ player, that's the kind of environment I like playing in.
And can you just talk about a little bit the growth, the relationship growth with Neil Hopkins, your coach, what that's been like throughout the year, and how you two have, how he's really helped you come into your own this season.
Well, when Neil recruited me, he recruited me very hard, which my parents saw, and they really liked, showing that the college had an interest in me, which is quite good. He recruited me as a 6'7" guard, which is what essentially I am. But obviously, going into the season, there's a lot of high-level, talented players who also play that position. So all the conversations I've had with Neil during the season, he's just put it in my head that as a versatile player, I'm just a basketball player. And he talks to me about what I can do to help the team, not just about myself. Because if I can play guard, I'll play guard. If I play wing, I'll play wing. If I play inside, I'll play inside. But obviously, Neil is the kind of person that he'll put it to you. He'll make you understand what's best for you in the long run and what's best for the team. Obviously, me and Neil, we talk a lot. I feel like that's a good relationship to have with your coach, because then on the call, you kind of know what to expect, and he knows what to expect from you because he learns about things about you as a person, which he can then implement into his coaching.
What's it been like this first year, particularly, obviously? Where has been the biggest growth that you've seen, whether it be on court or off court? What's been that biggest growth for you?
I feel like because usually I've been able to just coast because I've always been told, yeah, I'm very talented and that, but I've usually just been able to coast by just play at 50% and still dominate my competition. So, like, I feel like the ability to come to Myerscough and play against these talented players have made me change in my mindset as I go in every practice now to just prove that, yeah, I belong to compete. Like players like Bradley, they impersonate what competitiveness should be like day in, day out. They just in there to prove that they're a dog. And I feel like that's the mentality that you need to have as a basketball player.
We talk a lot about the European Youth Basketball League.
Yeah.
What has it been like to play Division II as well against, even older players, more senior players, guys that have, years of experience? What's it been like going against them, challenging yourself in that setting as well?
I feel like it's actually a great experience because last year I sat on the bench for D1 for Bradford Dragons, which is at the 15-year-old year. As a 15-year-old, I think I played one game, and which is a great experience, but that's not really how you learn. Neil paused in Division 2 to compete, and by getting a lot of minutes, which he spreads the minutes a lot for everyone gets a lot of burn, and then by seeing where you stand against grown men, that's 16, 17, 18-year-olds, against guys who have a lot more experience than you, it just makes you think of ways where you can gain an advantage that we normally can get away with in talent in lower levels.
From year one to year two, what are you expecting to see from yourself stepping into, a larger role with a bunch of senior guys who will be moving on in their careers? How do you hope to step into that void that they'll be leaving behind, similar to what Bradley did with Mate this season?
Well, I feel like I'm a leader. So now that I've been under the wing of Bradley, Amari, seeing how they've taken the leadership roles, I feel like it's players like me, Franklin, it's our time to step up and lead the next guys into keeping the standard of Myerscough up. I feel like by going in, keeping the standard that's been set from the previous generation of players I've gone through, that's the job that we've put on ourselves now, and it's our job to play now.
And throughout this year, the team's had a tremendous amount of success. What has allowed this group of players to have that success? And when did you guys kind of learn that this team was going to have this level of success that it did have?
I feel like what sets us apart is 1 to 12. We're very talented. We have players on our bench that people would consider that 8th and 9th man that they can go start any other team in the country. They'll go start. But it's not just the fact that we're talented. It's the fact that everyone's buying into Neil's system about everyone playing the role to the best of their ability. We have players who are highly ranked, but because of the way that no one thinks, oh yeah, I'm better than where I am, the egos. We don't have egos in our team. It just allows us to play, and then when we just play, the talent just shows in it.
Lastly, how has Myerscough as a platform, whether it be S&C, the facilities, just being able to be around court, being around the guys, things like that in the block, how has Myerscough as a program lived up to the expectation that you had coming in? And how has it exceeded those expectations even?
I feel like it's actually been it's been a great experience my year one. I didn't know what to expect, but I go in with my friends. We go to morning practice, we go to lesson, then we're back to training. And then I think that's the good thing about coming to Myerscough, where you with a lot of highly motivated players who also want to get better. Like a lot of my guys, we play, we train, and then we get 1 hour rest, and we're back in the gym, back to getting reps up, back to getting shot, back to lifting, back to running, because the grind doesn't stop.
And just building off that, what you said about being around like-minded people, how has that benefited your development coming to a place with a high-level standard that not only has the type of players to train against, but also gives you a platform to compete against players that, whether they be, on professional contracts out in Europe and are looking to get into the first team. But how is it, how have you been able to benefit from that?
I feel like it's just helped me because I didn't really know where I stood in terms of the basketball spectrum of things. Like, you don't know what to expect when you're locked up north. But now that I play for Myerscough, I've played against a lot of people, played against different people who are either in professional contracts, they're already earning money from playing this game, or people who are talented in practice, like who've been to represent Great Britain, the national teams, or players who've gone to NBA Academy, and just show that I can go toe-to-toe with them anytime, any point in time. Just shows that Myerscough was the right place for me.
Well, great. We do appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and
I
all the best
appreciate
of
you
luck
having me.
Next season. And hopefully we get back on court soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.